here's the next little piece in our making of the website homepage for my getgolfhelp.com golf learning series, learning program, coaching, right, that I do with my golf students. And we're taking, this is the system.io page you're looking at here, and we're using this one from ClickFunnels as the one that I made there, that I'm copying over, right? This is the ClickFunnels one here that I'm copying over onto into System. So that's what I've been working on. I wanted to show you the cool part. This is a really cool feature about System, and I'll explain the differences between them and ClickFunnels. Down the bottom over here, you've got the desktop view, and then you've got the mobile view. All right. In ClickFunnels, if I was to look at mobile view and say I go to the settings of this text box, and you can kind of see, let me click out of it, you can kind of see that the text is really close to the picture right there, the image. So I want to add some padding over there. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go to the padding over here. I'm going to go to the top padding, and I'm going to add some padding, 10 points of padding, so that now that is not quite on top of the picture quite so much. All right. And if I go to that, now my padding at the top, let's make this match. So now it's 10 and 10. All right. So now if I had done that simple change in the editor in ClickFunnels, then my text in the desktop would also have moved 10 points, but it doesn't in System. It recognizes that I only wanted to do in mobile. If I wanted to do the same or have the same effect in the ClickFunnels editor, I would have to duplicate the text. So I'd have two text boxes and designate one as mobile only and the other as desktop only. And then I'd edit them that way. But it seems like that added step of having to duplicate and then designate has been resolved in letting me make edits over here on the mobile version that does not impact or influence the desktop version. So here's a cool one that I did to show the ascension, right? So someone comes in as an absolute beginner, and then we go from beginner to better, better to good, and then from good to scratch. And so in the mobile version, I did this kind of as a left to right pathway, but in the desktop version, I did it as a low to high, going left to right. If I was to try and do the same effect in ClickFunnels, I would have to have duplicated this 4-column row and designated one as a desktop only, one as a mobile only, and then edited both individually that way. So maybe it's not like such a huge deal that you got to duplicate and designate mobile and whatever. I just like the fact that I don't have to do it. That in the System, I can come here, I can edit and play with. Like we'll do this again over here, right? So let's go to this one and let's add some padding at the bottom so that there's some spacing there. And when you click on one of these lines, these popsicle lines, like I like to call them, I don't know what they're really called, but then there's a blue line that indicates which number that you are changing, right? So if you're changing the bottom one, then this third one across, I'm going to add some padding to the bottom of that, and then I could probably also add some margin to the top of this one, right, so that we get no, I don't want, I want it to be the actual, that one there. That's what I want the margin to have. All right, so we're going to go margin over here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. All right, so that I'm getting some space between the text and the actual row. There we go. All right, and we'll do the same thing at the bottom over here. Click on that one, add some margin at the top of this one. Go 15 points on this one. Now the text is going to be away from the shading of the column that's in. All right. So anyway, just a nice little feature that I've discovered as I've been editing in System and in the mobile view versus the and I want this one to be the whole thing, right? That's what I'm looking for there. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Yeah, now it's just looking neater, looking cleaner. Anyway, very cool. Join me again for the next video. We'll show you a little bit more about how this is coming along.